Welcome
Oh, that
back.
worked out so well.
Welcome back to another episode. Okay, Obi, you got your debut too. He's like, what's going on here? Manager. He's our
Manager.
What do they call it? Our tech manager or visuals and audio manager. That's what Obi is.
What are you doing?
Obi. He's like,
Go see Mom.
show everyone your Welcome to Dairy shirt, the new one.
Go see Mom.
Brian got a new shirt today.
I got a new Welcome to Dairy shirt from Horror Monger Collectibles.
It's pretty cool. It even has it for the 19 with Tim Curry in there.
Yeah, it's some kind of good stuff. They're getting some good gear there at the Horror Monger.
All the horrors.
All the horrors.
So welcome back.
There we go.
And Brian and I are excited because Horror Monger will soon be having a sign-in end of January with Art the Clown and Vicky.
Yeah.
And we're excited for that. It is coming up soon, so I'm ready. I got the pops. I'm ready to get it signed.
I was going to say, I got plenty of stuff for him, but I had to get something for her.
Did you get a pop?
Yeah.
For her? Yeah.
Got the Vicky pop.
That's awesome.
So she's ready to go. Just kind of looking at seeing what else she's done to see if there's anything else, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Terrifier seems to be the main. Though I did listen to an interview which she loves my cousin Vinny.
Oh, hell yeah.
I guess she's a Jersey girl, so it's like.
Oh, yeah.
So she loves. They were talking about horror, and then they just got sidetracked on my cousin Vinny.
My cousin Vinny is great. It's a great movie. Just so many quotes that you can just.
She was raging on Marissa Taylor, so she might bring my little picture. Like, see, I got a picture.
The two Utes.
I got a picture of Marissa.
Yeah.
I don't
know if I regret not getting my cousin Vinny signed, but the photo of Marissa and having her sign it, I think that was enough for me. Just everything there was a lot of people this year.
A lot of people.
And would you like to tell everyone what you got recently?
What did I get?
Brian already secured his VIP passes.
Yeah, we're here in January, and I've got my RIP pass to my Monster, and I've got my Platinum VIP pass to FanFusion. Platinum, because they extended, they tiered off the VIPs and made you spend more money. Well, that'll make. And it was like weird. I went in there and like there's like, VIP, and then they have like dual, so if you buy two.
Yeah.
The twos were sold out.
Really? I just checked this morning. So they're already sold out?
The twos. The single ones are there.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, are they really trying to cut down on the line privileged VIPs?
Maybe.
Because I know with it being this big last year, there were people complaining, which I like. Why would you complain? You spent $30 on your ticket. I spent $600, so I should go in first. You dumbass.
Oh, you mean the non-VIP people were complaining?
For like Vincent D'Onofrio's line, because it was the VIP line was pretty long, so the people in the regular queue were just there. They were just waiting. But it's like that's why we paid. I didn't pay $100 for the weekend. I paid $600 for the weekend.
Yeah.
My ass is going before you.
Yeah.
Because I paid for it.
Yeah. I thought they moved it pretty quickly, but then again, like,
most of them it was.
Tomei, I thought it was pretty quick. Yeah. You were in the VIP. You went pretty quick, but we were moving quickly too. I felt.
It just depended on the line. I mean, if you remember when Stephen Amell was here, how slowly that went. Arrow. He went really slow. So it's like.
But he took his time to talk to people. I felt like
a little bit, yeah. And that's the thing. So I'm wondering if they're just trying to cut down on the amount of that kind of thing, where they're trying to minimize it. So they're like, hey, we've got thousands of people here who get front of the line access, so we'll really make you pay for it.
Yeah.
But there also is a super VIP lounge you can go in and sign out. Like,
cool.
You can put like your bags in there, and you have a storage area.
Oh, that's nice.
$400 in merch and food credit.
Yep.
$675 for photo and autograph credit.
Yeah.
So it's like it was.
That alone kind of is a nice perk. I was reading that.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, I just put it on the card. By the time it gets there, it'll be paid off.
Yeah, and I think it's nice that they offer that. I would assume every year they're trying to reorganize it to make it better and worth the money that you spend. But that tells you right now we're getting ready for cons because cons season has started.
I still like what Artists Assemble Horror Fest does more than anybody for their VIP, where you get a 10-minute sit down with whoever, whichever.
Oh yeah.
10 minutes just to sit and chill and just talk, even though they sit outside timing it. They're like,
ready, go.
They seriously did. There's 2 people out there, and they're like,
done, goodbye.
Yeah, seriously. And like, I was in there, and a head popped in. It's like, okay, 10 minutes.
You're like, damn.
Yeah. Don't you dare sit in there for a second longer with her.
How much is that, the VIP for Horror Fest?
It was $250 last year.
Oh, okay. It's not too bad.
You got like a bottle of wine, a swag bag, stuff like that.
A bottle of wine?
Goldie wine, from Goldie Hawn.
Oh, okay.
I don't drink it, but it's still cool just to have it there.
Yeah.
And with the Alien cast coming next year, I was like, definitely can't wait to do that. As soon as they go on sale, that's gonna be my. I can't wait till October. I think seriously. Everything else is just like leading into October.
Yes.
It's all gonna be fun.
Yeah.
But
it'll come up quick because time flies. There's no such thing as time. It's a social construct.
That and gender.
New Year.
They don't exist.
It doesn't start till April 1st. But systematically, we have been, in order to keep us in control and in the same cycle, which is funny that we're talking about this now because we're going to talk about cycles. January 1st is just to keep everyone.
That's why I've always said,
New Year's
when it comes to New Year's, I've always said that my birthday is my New Year. That's what I've always said that.
Yeah.
And then my New Year's resolutions, I was like, since nobody ever keeps them, and since we just usually go away, like, I'm going to lose weight, you gain weight, you're going to work out. So my New Year's resolution is to eat more junk food. It's to drink a lot. It's to never exercise. And it's to get like in as much trouble as I can. And to lose all my money. So there's my New Year's resolution, so that means I'm going to do the complete opposite, and I'll be completely fine for 2026.
Statistics say that everybody gives up on their New Year's resolutions the second Friday of the month.
Yep.
Second Friday.
Yep, that's exactly what I read today.
Yep.
That is a good point. So, yeah, talking about cycles, I'm like, we're going to talk about, Brian's going to discuss something that's very important that happened. And I don't even want to say important. It's sad. Things that we see in headlines, it's sad. But at the same time, like, I'm just so tired of seeing the same shit over and over again. And so we're going to talk about ICE.
Well, yeah, so let me put away, I put away my Ukrainian flag. And I put away my Palestinian flag. And then my Canadian flag, Colombian flag, Vietnam flag, my Venezuelan flag.
No, Venezuela is still popular.
And now I'm going to be flying the state flag of Minnesota.
You mean Somalia?
Which is funny because you see that Tim Walz is not running for re-election. And then the DOJ is actually going to bring it to a grand jury. Are they? With this administration? Because he was already investigated during the Biden administration. They said, it's okay. Yeah, it was already. This is something that's already been looked into.
That's what a lot of people are saying. Like, this has been investigated for years, and it's just blowing up. Why does it take so long? Meanwhile, for us, it would be in a matter of minutes, months.
But yeah, I wanted to discuss, because for me, with the unfortunate shooting of that lady, what was her name, Renee Good in Minnesota.
Oh, you're actually going to say her by name?
Yeah, because I will say, she didn't deserve that fate, no matter what she did. No one deserves to be shot in the face 3 times just because, no matter what you do.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
No matter, and I'm going to start with the disappointments. The disappointing of this conservative space during this whole thing.
Okay. Because
none of them were like saying anything like,
so sad.
Like, this is a horrible tragedy. The agent involved will be put on administrative leave. We're going to investigate the situation. Our hearts go out to the family of this woman who was caught up in this situation. It's an unfortunate tragedy. And they say, but if you put yourself in these situations. And remember what I used to say. Yeah, remember when I used to say, like with traffic stops, you're never going to win the stop.
Yeah.
You're never going to win the street. And since the stuff's come out that she was very much an anti-ICE agitator, they took classes. She was there. The video that came out today where her wife got out, was mocking the ICE agent. She was there she was there to block traffic. Mm-hmm. She was there smirking at them and making comments. And then she did bump.
Go have lunch, big boy.
She did lunch and bump into and knock back an ICE agent when they told her to get out. It was from a standstill, so their lives weren't in real danger. And that's why I'm saying this ICE agent who did the shooting really needs to learn how to be responsible with a firearm, to where you don't just pull and spray. I am on that side of it, where she should be alive and detained and facing charges for, obstruction, for obstructing a government official. That's what she should be. Right now, she should be having to go through that. She shouldn't be in a casket right now, in my opinion. Mm. And the conservatives shouldn't be like, well, oh well, little bitch deserved it. No one deserves, and that's coming off the heels of Charlie Kirk when they were mad, when people were like saying, oh, truly, ha ha ha, you like, wow, have some compassion, have some empathy. This is where I'm kind of a conservative, but conservatives need to be better and have more, need to be stronger, and need to have empathy and say, we're going to rise above this and say, this isn't right. This agent act, it's hard to say, second guess it and sit on, be sitting here and saying what he should or shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
But the one who shot wasn't really in danger of being hit with the van. It's a tragic situation. But this is what happens when you have a leftist rhetoric that ICE is evil, ICE is Gestapo, ICE is Nazi, ICE is fascism, ICE is going to get you, ICE is coming for you. Get on the streets, fight, obstruct. I remember there was an Arizona councilwoman. She was in the face of these ICE agents. There's a reason why they have to wear masks, because they get doxxed all the time. People want them dead. The left wants them dead for what they do. They would relish it. So she was like getting in the face, like demanding answers for why they were there, which the agent doesn't have to answer to us. Yeah. You want answers why ICE is there, you go to find their supervisors. And so he had to pepper spray her to back her off. And as soon as she got pepper sprayed, what did she do? Right on the camera. I'm councilwoman, and I just got pepper sprayed by ICE, and we need to fight back against, and all this. I saw the leftist accounts on X saying, why aren't people in the street protesting? Where are all the protests? We need to be protesting. They're trying to create and incite this. They're trying to ignite this powder keg and create this civil war, if you will. Mm-hmm. That's what they're trying to do right now. And I saw there was another incident, I don't remember what state, right before I left to come here, because these agitators that are they're learning how to do this, and they are going to ICE, and you see that like McDonald's in Minnesota wouldn't serve ICE agents. Hilton said they weren't going to let them stay, and then the hotel that ICE was in, people were outside blaring music and playing instruments. This rhetoric, this narrative is dangerous. You're taking ICE, which I wanted to talk about ICE in general. I'm not going to I'll let you flow in there, see how you feel. But I wanted to go through just the history of ICE, because they're making it sound like this is some new entity.
Brand new.
That Trump,
just came out.
That Trump started. Because everything it's just about Trump. And I've even seen through Instagram, sadly, even people in our own beloved horror world that don't ever post about anything political, don't put stuff on their stories, and they put F ICE and clips of the stuff, and it's like, look, you don't know, just stay in your lane. Yeah. You don't know what's going on. You don't pay attention. You just see a headline, and you see it on your algorithm, and it's sad because a woman got shot and killed. It's sad. I didn't even think her dog was in the car. It's sad.
Yeah, I saw the video angle, and the dog probably shot right into the center console, because she hit she died, pushed on the accelerator, the weight, and then it smashed into another car. So the dog probably is somewhere in the front seat.
I think the dog was fine, but still. And why are you shooting in a neighborhood? It's a neighborhood, and there's a school nearby. You're just shooting into a driver's side window. What if you missed and hit some kids across the street?
Yeah, I don't. I hate to say, I really don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. I hate to say that. this is a recurrent cycle. Like, everyone's talking about George Floyd, Charlie Kirk. Like, yeah, I'm tired of seeing people get shot. But at the same time, I would never, I like how people are saying, you would never interfere with a cop. Like you said, with a traffic stop, are you going to argue? Are you going to have the gun pulled out to your face? Like, just, these are enforcement officers, law enforcement officers, government officials that you have to listen. There's law and order, and people pick and choose. I think these people, when we saw that, so many people were like, I saw the different angles. I don't understand how there's a lot of questions. They're talking about the license plates are different state. There's so many different stories. The first story I heard was she was a married, and her ex-husband left her, and then all of a sudden there's a partnership, a lesbian partnership, and I'm like, wait, where did this come from? We didn't hear about
Somebody
this.
said that she only had custody of one of her 3 kids because of allegations of child abuse.
You start hearing all that stuff, and then I'm just like, what the fuck were you doing out there? If I don't know the details, I don't care for them, because this is just, again, we show up, get involved in something that has nothing to do with us, none of her business. You just want to be a hero. But I always revert back, and maybe I shouldn't do this, but I will always revert back when someone tries to talk to me about this and go, will you step in when a child is being abused? When a child is being abducted? When a woman is being abducted by a man or a group of people into a van? When you see stuff online with child abuse and CP, are you going to do the same? Or is it only because it's politically driven?
Yeah.
We're going to step in and block the car with my whatever Honda Fit. You know, people step up at the wrong time for the wrong things. Yes, it's horrible someone died, but I saw the picture of these people, and you just look at them, and in their eyes, they are just gone. These people are so brainwashed. So I feel bad?
They took classes to learn how to agitate.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So now that you're telling me that, I was like, do I feel bad? Honestly, I said no. No, because you put yourself in these situations. I would never. I've had plenty of times SWAT show up from different cities. We literally just like a couple months ago had Phoenix SWAT show up, and I'm in my apartment, and all I hear is "Get down on the ground! Get down on the ground!" I didn't open the door and go, "What the fuck is going on? How can I help?"
Yeah.
Or block a police officer, right?
Yeah.
Instead, I stayed indoors and I made a phone call and I said, "Is it safe to be here right now?
Yeah.
Is it safe to go outside?" You know, so the consequences of your actions. Now, does that make me a horrible person in today's day and age? When it comes to feeling sensitivity and politics, yes, I'm going to be looked at as a jerk, an asshole, a fascist, a Nazi, whatever. But I really don't care, because this is fatigue.
The words mean nothing anymore.
Ongoing cycle of people getting shot for doing things they shouldn't be doing. This is a distraction. The whole Venezuela thing is a distraction. I'm just over it. I'm over all this stuff.
Yeah.
I really am.
And I looked at it because people were upset about, this woman's killed. It's like, me.
What about all the other people?
I automatically went to how there's 8 to 12 people in Chicago every weekend who are shot and killed.
Yes.
And then all the drug violence in LA, which people are shot and killed, and all the fentanyl deaths, and all the drug deaths, and all the stuff going on, and all the children that are missing, and all the children that are trafficked. And yes, I will maintain this woman did not deserve to be shot in the face. There had to have been. You just get out of the way, let the van go, and then chase it down, pull her over, detain her. But why did you have? That was the only part of it. Is why did you have to unload into her driver's side window?
Yeah, I don't know. We don't have.
And then
really
high five afterwards,
for that, right?
or something like that.
Oh, really?
Well, it was a weird shot because there was a couple ICE agents that were a little bit after that. The van was in the background, and they were like laughing and joking. And it's like, dude, again, show some compassion. Like, you want to be shown compassion when your side has something happen. How about this? Is where I just wish the conservative side would rise above. But J.D. Vance was crass about it. Christie, the secretary, was this is what they did. What they're trying to do. They're trying to shoot people in the face. Really, that's what because that's the message. You always talk about messaging, and messaging is so important, especially with politics, because people are watching.
Yes.
And people are on their couches right now loading up their firearms saying, when ICE comes to my town, I'm going to get them back in the name of Renee Good. That's what they're. That's the danger of what Tim Walz called for, and the mayor of Minneapolis were basically calling for revenge and for riots in the streets. And then the paid protesters showed up with their pallets of stuff and their signs and their $20 million backing from Soros to get on the streets, and it covers up the fraud that's going on.
Yeah, that's why. That's why this is big news right now.
But the thing is, because for all these people that are like F ICE. Do you know? I just want to know if anybody's listening still this far. Because let's face it, the people listening to us are mostly liberals, and so that since we're since we're not agreeing with the narrative, they're going to tune it out. But ICE, which was created in March of 2003 after 9/11.
Real quick, the liberal narrative, but to me, it's fucking common sense.
I know.
And you know, you will agree with me on that. But don't give me that shit liberal narrative. Yeah. This is common sense.
I know.
So,
okay, to them
go
it
ahead.
is.
Yeah.
But no, it was 2003. ICE was created. But Homeland Security, because remember it was INS. Mm-hmm. It was always INS, and it was put into, let's see, Immigration Customs Enforcement and Border Patrol. All kind of came together.
Yeah.
And it was under Homeland Security. And the thing is, one of the things that they do, they don't just do immigration, they don't just do customs, they do trafficking too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that. So if you want to abolish ICE, you want to get rid of ICE, you want to F ICE, you're basically saying, you want to get rid of a trafficking enforcement agency too. Because, and Barack Obama used ICE, the border-in-chief. There were shootings that happened during that, because when you're executing warrants, things are going to happen. People are going to resist. Things are going to go awry. And this due process thing, they all say for the liberals, you can thank Bill Clinton and his expedited due process law that his legislation put into place during his 2 terms. That's why they could just remove people. But, I mean, you had Barack Obama, that's what I say, 2.4 million undocumented immigrants. He was nicknamed the deporter-in-chief.
Yes.
About 40% of those deported by ICE in 2015 had no criminal convictions. So the narrative of Trump is just removing nonviolent criminals is on par.
Yeah.
The holding facilities are on par. Obama had his cages. Trump puts together an Alcatraz, alligator Alcatraz. Biden had the cages outside here in Arizona during the summer when it was like 103. ICE has been operating since 2003.
Yeah.
23 years almost.
Yeah. Through
multiple administrations, executing warrants, keeping the people out. Because, and where was it? There was something I saw. I have way too many, because I kept seeing stories and I was like opening windows here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the trafficking thing. In the fiscal year, where was it? Talk for a second.
But you say that and I was like actually going to say something too.
I gotta find the tab under.
I just think that, again, it's pick and choose. It's very sad that we do that. But I really wish some of you people had firsthand experience speaking to some of these people that come into the country, and they don't give a fuck. I've said this before in past years ago when we recorded. When I used to be an Uber driver, I had people straight up tell me from other countries, I just come here to learn for free. We get paid this amount, and I'm gonna go back to my country. Yeah. And so use and abuse, and then go. Or like, the other thing too that really bothers me, and I don't know how true this is, I'll have to look it up because I honestly don't believe anything I read. The fact that the first story that came out about this lady, this Renee lady, was that she was, okay, I'm going to say it like this. She was a heterosexual woman that was left by a man, had custody of her children, so now she's a dead mom. What about her children? And then the dog came out in a second story, like, oh my God, no, there was a dog. There were no children. Oh my God, no, she's actually divorced. Like, her husband has custody of the children. Oh my God, no, that was her partner. Like, she's gay. And I'm just like, no, they didn't even say she's gay. They just said her partner, her wife. And I'm like, see the fatigue? They don't come out and say this lesbian woman. And the different videos that come out, I think it's horrible because they were antagonizing this officer. The officer, I didn't hear one fucking word from him, from the body cam, right? Yeah. So props, kudos, because I would have been like, shut the fuck up.
I know.
I'll go eat lunch when I want to.
Well, I think they did say, "Oh no, you're right for that one," because I didn't think they said, "Get out of the fucking car."
That was another.
Yeah.
That was the other dude.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, who shot? Because I couldn't see. And then the other thing too is dumb, stupid bitch of a wife. Okay, the one that got shot. I know I'm being insensitive, but I'm just so tired of this.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to listen to people being sensitive about things that I want you to be sympathetic for, I'm gonna be insensitive now, right?
Okay.
Like I'm not trying to be a bitch or petty. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I am.
yeah. So it's horrible. But what I'm saying is this is nonstop cycle of the same shit every couple years. Same recycle this event of everything. But this dumb bitch didn't even open the door, unlock the door for her wife to get in the car when they were like ready
she couldn't open the door.
She
Yeah.
was pulling. She's like, drive, babe, drive. Who the fuck says that? Why are you running away if you're not doing anything wrong?
Because
right?
they knew they finally crossed the line.
They
and they
knew
were going
they
to
were
get detained.
doing wrong. And then on top of that, I heard the man they were going after was for sexual assault. He had been charged. And I'm like, so you're defending someone who sexually assaulted someone?
Because
and I was like, guys!
Getting back at Donald J. Trump is more important. Because that's what this is. You know that. That's what this is all. That's why I said. That's why I wanted to give a brief. That's why I wanted to give a brief little thing about ICE and its usage because no one cared until Donald Trump took office.
No.
And now it's. I saw it all through X. Donald Trump's America. Donald Trump. Well, no, it was one man.
Yeah.
Who acted like who shot, but seriously, and they're like, say her name. They kept saying, say her name, her name.
Yeah.
So this is what I found a little okay.
Say her name, bro.
Okay, I'll say her
it's
name.
Horrible.
Kyla Hamilton. I'll say her name. 20 years old, autistic. She was raped, tied up, strangled with a phone cord by an illegal. I'll say her name. I'll say Rachel Morin. I'll say her name. Attacked, pulled through a wood area along a trail before she was raped and murdered. Her body left in a drainage culvert.
Wow.
And her murder was a Salvadorian national MS-13 gang member illegally entered the United States multiple times after a 10-month investigation. Lincoln Riley, we all know her. I will say her name. Jocelyn Nungary, I will say her name. These are just 5. Strangulation, her body was found because, where was it?
Wasn't Jocelyn like the 12-year-old?
Yeah.
And there was like 2 or 3 dudes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting. And
then because of Lincoln Riley, they made the Lincoln Riley Act that Donald Trump signed, and they've had 17,500 illegal immigrants arrested on the Lincoln Riley Act since then, but they still have around 600,000 violent criminals out there on the streets that they need to round up.
And these people are blocking it.
And that's what I'm saying. Are people going to get caught up on it at times?
Yes.
And they'll go see their hearing, they'll show their papers, and they'll be released, and you'll never hear about it. Mm-hmm. But there's over 600,000 because 8 to 10 million people came through our borders without knowing who they are.
Yeah.
And then that's why we need immigration. We need these things because we need to know who is in our borders because they're not all nice.
No.
And for these people to protect, they're protecting, in this case, a sexual predator.
Yes.
Why?
They are gung-ho about that. And the thing that ticks me off, if you pay attention on TikTok, you see all these people. I want you guys to sit, wherever you are, whatever town you're in, I want you to turn the TV off, turn all the music off, and sit in your living room in the evening time and just listen. Because you will hear the police sirens are always going off. Yeah. Always. And recently on TikTok, I've seen a lot of police officer, or like, it's not SWAT, and I want to say ICE, because apparently the neighborhood and these people on TikTok were like, yeah, that's a cartel house. And they're raiding it, and people are like, what are you doing here? Shut the fuck up. Let them do what they need to do. I know. They caught people right here in Mesa, people that were involved in a double homicide by the In-N-Out on Alma School and Southern, and people are like, what are you doing here? Shut up. You want to get shot by this dude too? And then they go to some person was recording on TikTok and was like, this is a cartel house. This is a drug house. And people were like, what are you doing here? Shut up. Are you part of the cartel? Like, you want this? You're okay with this?
I don't know why they keep defending, the left keeps defending, like, Maduro gets, and they're like, release him. It's like, Why is it the left? And I'm not talking. I mean, like I always have to say this, not necessarily the Democrats sitting at home like listening to this or reading, but the left, the puppet masters. Yeah. They are fighting for everything that is bad, evil. Yeah. Like even George Floyd, he had his girlfriend. He was a druggie. He had a rap sheet.
Yeah.
He's got statues and he's their savior. And now this Renee Good is going to be their next. And then again, the attention span of a liberal is about 5 to 7 business days, so we'll probably kind of move on. Here's something will happen because they don't know what to do. Because, like I said, when you believe in nothing, you stand for nothing, you believe in, nothing or whatever. I don't know how that phrase goes, but I'm much more under control than I thought I was going to be because I was bad. Going through X, the grandstanding, the bullshit, the fake. Oh my God, this is horrible to say. And again, it only comes down to one man.
Yeah.
It's all these people. If you're upset about what happened or ICE, again, it's more than just immigration, which is important enough. But they take care of trafficking in this country. The only thing that you care about, the thing again that you continue to be mad about, is just that either you have a Republican as president or it's just because it's Trump. That is it. That is all. That's the only thing that you don't like because he's doing everything that every president has used ICE for, exact to the letter, and he's using the laws that were put into place before him, and he's doing it at a lower clip. It's going to end up being higher because he had more to deal with and more to kick out.
Yes.
And he's only got till 26 to do it because if he loses the House in the midterms, everything stops, and they won't be able to do anything, and we'll just be at the mercy of drug dealers and rapists and murderers.
We are already.
Yeah. And cartel members.
Yeah. And look at our governor.
Yeah.
Will she be held accountable?
Never.
No. That's why when you said Tim Walz is getting it, will he?
Probably not. I mean, and that's why I think.
And for the man to say that speech, like go out and riot, and he said the first sentence he said in that speech, I started laughing. I said, "Are you looking at yourself first?" Because everything he said is what he has done.
And this was almost our vice president.
I know, and people in the comments, thank God we dodged the bullet. Did you though? Because they're still doing whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, it was just thankfully not at a federal level.
Yeah, I guess not at a federal level, but...
But then again, the only thing I thought about, this would never happen under Kamala, is you're right, because she wouldn't have done anything to kick these people out. Because she wouldn't be kicking people out. She would be letting more people in.
You know what, it would...
And giving them asylum and giving them voter cards, and then they never lose an election. That was their plan.
Yeah.
To give them all asylum, make them all citizens, and give them all voting cards.
And I assume everyone forgot how people in Chicago, the actual Chicago citizens, were so upset that literally apartment buildings were being taken by the gangs.
Same in Colorado.
Yeah.
Aurora, Colorado.
And they were like, good, let them come and take all these people. And yet you have Chicago residents who don't live in that area protesting against ICE. And I'm like, you don't even live there. What are you saying?
Because they're professionals. Those are the professionals.
Yeah.
That's what they're there for. They're there to agitate, to cause problems so that an agent will act out, fire on someone or hurt someone.
And its benefits.
And so then they can say, see, look, ICE is bad. See, look, ICE is... And I don't know what they're smearing because, Trump's in office and the administration's there, so I don't know what they're... Yeah. I don't know if they're all it's all setting up so they can say, because it's going to be an impeachment parade. But I don't know. I like the end game. I don't know but it's working. Because like I said, I saw on my Instagram some people and I still think they're cool people, and I still, think that they're nice, but they're caught up in.
They jump on the bandwagon.
Their algorithm, and they're caught.
Yeah,
because I've seen clicks. Like a couple of them were like F ICE and showing, and it's like, and I wondered if it's like if I go back to the store and see them, I want to be like, give me the details of what happened.
Yeah.
Do you know any detail of anything, or is it just you don't like Trump?
Yeah.
And if that's the case, you don't like him, that's fine. But kind of like I just don't like it when people butt in to these topics when they don't have a fucking clue. I don't like dropping F-bombs, but I don't.
No, you should.
I don't like it. Because, like I said, it's a simple Wikipedia search on
ICE. And
Wikipedia is manipulated by the left. So that's why I used it. Because they already have the Renee Good entry in there.
Oh, wow.
Because they couldn't wait.
On that.
And that's why I said, did they know that this was going to happen?
Yeah, this is...
Is it scripted?
The world is a stage.
Is this stage too?
Yeah. Renee will probably have longer hair next month and have green eyes instead of blue.
Like I said, they got rid of this. Got rid of the Venezuela thing, which is unfortunate because Venezuela. Oh my God, it could be so beautiful for America if everything I've been reading is true.
Look,
if we choke out China's oil supply, That's another thing with Venezuela. Sorry,
No, go ahead.
Real quick.
No, go ahead.
The left is so upset about that. Like, it's about oil. We're going to get oil. Why would you not want America to get oil and $4 trillion worth of oil? Why would you not want that? Why would you want China to continue? I don't get the left right now. I don't get them.
Look, we are not dumb. We know, even the Venezuelans are like, we know Trump has other intentions.
Yes.
We are fucking free, baby.
Yeah.
25 years of a president that we didn't vote for. Okay? He didn't even win the election. That's why all these motherfuckers...
Thanks to Dominion.
Yeah. You know what? Look, I'm all for, say whatever the fuck you want to say. I really am. Say whatever the fuck you want to say, but be a little educated, okay? And when I mean educated, I don't mean, yes, go in the textbooks, go in the articles, go pick up a newspaper. And I hate saying newspaper because the media lies.
Yeah, I know.
But, like, go do your research, right? Be a little educated book-wise. Web searches, that kind of stuff. But I also need you to be street smart. And I say street smart because have conversations with people. Submerge yourself in cultures. Lean into your family members. Talk to your family members that are not from this country. Because I'll tell you right fucking now, if this shit happened in Chile, in Colombia, they would be dead. This would not be, oh my god, someone was shot. They'd be like, oh, you fucked around and found out.
Anywhere else.
Anywhere else.
It's happening in Iran, all over the
Spain,
place.
do it in France. I mean, you got Macron showing up. What did you say about me? Boom, done. You know, so I don't understand this stupidity. I'm sorry. This is stupid. And I will always revert back to, will you act like this when a child is being abused in front of you? Will you act like this when there's, which I never want to drive by there, but I'm sure there's still a line of children on the border of California and Tijuana or California and Mexico that are lined up for you to buy. Yeah. Are you going to stand up for those children? Never. No, you'll probably take a photo and be like, oh, look. Oh, no. Trump did this.
Yeah. Same wavelength.
And that's been going on. Let's see. When did I move to Arizona? 2006. That's when I first heard about it, in 06. So could it have been Trump if it was 06?
It's been back before, and it's been before that.
Yeah. This has been going on for a long time, and for you to stand up for trafficking, but you're standing up in the wrong way. You're supporting it. We want to eliminate trafficking. We want to eliminate the sexual assault.
But they want to eliminate ICE.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're standing up in the wrong direction,
okay.
Not for the cause.
Okay.
Now, are there police officers? Are there ICE officers that do the wrong thing? Yes, everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere.
Individuals.
But this man didn't say a fucking word, and these two dumb bitches, because that's what they are, kept pushing and pushing, and I'm like, shut up. Just shut up.
Now the smarks.
And you're recording your own stupidity.
They always have the same look, like you said.
Yes, when I saw that, I was like, oh my god. That was the most infuriating part.
It's that MK Ultra look of just, when you see the street interviews, or you see anybody that's on this side, they have the same dumb.
I'm sorry, their eyes were, their souls were gone. Yeah, I could pull up the picture. You see nothing behind.
That's just like I always say when you try to talk or have any sort of conversation or civil debate. Yeah. You can't, because they don't know what they're thinking. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're protesting. They just know that they're told that they hate Trump. Yeah. That's it.
Do you know how many people they interviewed, like in New York and Brooklyn, the people that were protesting the Venezuelan president getting arrested? And they're like, We're here with protesting against that arrest. Peace for Venezuela. Like, put the president back. They deserve their president. And the guy's like, can you tell me why you're with this cause? And he's like, 5 fucking minutes. We're just here to support. We're just here to support.
Some white liberal. He's like,
my question would be like, do you know where Venezuela is?
That's a good question.
Have you ever had Venezuelan food since you are from New York? No, you probably haven't. So I'm tired of this dumb shit. I really am. And all these events happening back to back is very red flag.
Yeah, very red flag.
A lot of distractions. But I can't. Like, I can't take you seriously. And it's really sad because it's some people I know for a long time that'll probably be like, yeah, fuck ICE. And I'm like, but half your family's illegal. I hate that. But
But then
just
again,
stop being
in a
dumb.
situation like that, I get it, because people are always, like in the workplace, you're always going to hate the boss, hate the one who has to enforce the rules. That's kind of the way we are. But,
Yeah.
like I said,
But I'm not going to attack them.
Well, they're being told to.
Yeah.
And there's classes and there's things to, it's...
Before I forget, there have been a few people that people will not... A few people have said this, and I'm like, this is a very good fucking point. And this just shows you in the times we live in. If you're a mom, what the fuck are you doing at these protests? Shouldn't you be more worried about your children, even if you don't have custody of them? Don't you want to be present for your children? Don't you want to maybe not risk your life for your children?
The pays too good.
Fuck that. So selling their souls is fun.
Yeah.
Obviously, because she's gone.
I've seen that more in my reels where people, they're starting, the protesters, how they were always like, nah, they're starting to admit that they're getting paid. Like
we have seen, since Trump went into presidency, doctors, dentists, doing all of this politically driven, one-sided, one-party side bullshit, saying whatever they want to say about these tragedies. I'm going to put air quotes, because tragedy is like, oh, those children deserve to drown in the floods. Oh, these people, if you're from a certain party, you deserve this. Watch your fucking mouth, because obviously you get canceled and doxxed and all that stuff. But how dare you? How dare you say stuff like that? Because humanity is atrocious. Yeah. It's just getting worse and worse. But you're a doctor. You're a dentist. You're a lawyer. You're a fucking public servant, and you're saying this barbaric,
because everything is about
abomination.
Hate. Yeah, it's just hate. It's just one person hate. That's
all
it is.
But what the fuck? If I'm gonna give you a perfect example. If I ever said some of these things that these people have said, I would be backhand in my household. The disrespect, the fucking disrespect. I don't understand it, and I never will, because I wasn't raised like this. I don't know who the fuck these people are. Some of these people are older than us. Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck you care? You're like 1 foot in the grave, bro. Yeah. That's how offensive I have to get, so they realize, oh, maybe I should just not be so vulgar and so aggressive.
The psyop worked.
Oh, yeah, it sure did. But not with me.
They don't have, because you're right. That's why they don't have any logic left. They don't have any humanity left. And even then, I don't think they actually have a hatred for the man they claim to as much as they do. They're just told that. They're just told that they do.
And you could tell the build up. Like those two women, when I was listening to them talk, I was like, "Shut up! Your trauma's coming out. Your trauma." Because we have always said it. It's just word vomit of all the triggers they've had in life. That's why these people go to these protests, so they can let everything out. Years and years of stress. Years and years of, I can't do what I want to do. I can do it now because I'm getting paid, or I'm gonna be cool. I'm on the bandwagon.
There have been protests so way back to Doge and Tesla and Elon. This last year, they've been making a good living. I'm telling you, these protesters have been making money.
And are they giving money to the people that need SNAP benefits?
No, hell no.
For the people that they're protesting for, are they donating some of that money to those people?
Because they don't care.
No.
These people don't care about the cause.
No.
That's just like with the people, like I said, I see on my Instagram. They don't know and they don't really care. It just, for some reason, it makes them, I don't know if it makes them feel, look at me, I'm fighting the cause. I'm fighting the man. Yeah. I'm progressive. Or I don't know what it is.
You're falling in line.
It's, like I said, and this ICE incident is, you're right, I didn't think she deserved it, but it's like, I also don't think it should have been like, oh man, that sucked, and then moving on.
Yep.
Not a national story where we're bickering over camera angles. And they put themselves in a situation. Yes. She had 100%. She had an unfortunate consequence to that situation, and that's it, and that's all. But it's like the route. It's like they latch on. Like I said, 5 to 7 business days, but we'll see what happens. But between this, like I said, I wanted to keep our focus on Venezuela because this could be huge.
Yeah, talk about it.
No, I don't want to now. I wanted to dedicate something to it because the more I read about it, as far as, I saw the military presence is lifted. I actually, something's going on with Russia too, because they just moved everybody out of Israel. Yeah. Everybody out of Israel. Everybody out of the Middle East.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
And being kicked out of South America. They're being removed from the Western Hemisphere.
Mm-hmm.
Greenland's in danger of being lost to them, which is it affects them as well. And all this from a man who allegedly is in bed with Putin.
Mm-hmm.
And if we cripple China, they can't use their military. They can't invade Taiwan. The only reason why we worry about Russia and China is because they've got nukes and they've got a large military. Mm-hmm. But Russia's lost its oil production because of Ukraine, because of your backlash now. And if we take away and the training facility and that island off the coast of Venezuela with Hezbollah and Hamas that go and train their freedom fighters and stuff, and then the software company with Dominion in Venezuela, that we can dismantle that and show that, yes, they did manipulate our 2020 election. And then the oil alone, because now we have to bring it here, the dark crude oil that they can refine here in the America, like in the United States. There's jobs.
I was going to say, what does that bring?
There's jobs, and it brings the demand. I mean, the supply above demand, which it's going to bottom out prices. And when gas prices get to $2 a gallon and shipping costs are lower because gas prices are lower, what's that going to do to your goods and services?
It goes down. I mean, it increases, but
and people on the left are pissed at that. Because they want the dictator back, they want the bribes back in place, they want the drugs to continue to flow, they want the drug boats to keep coming up the coast, and they want Russia, China, and Iran to keep leading the way with all this transponder oil rigs, which they seized 2 Russian oil tankers, off the coast of Scotland or something like that? Yeah. Because they keep trying to just sneak oil to these regions, and it's like Trump's finally saying no.
Yeah.
Because this is where you hurt them. And if we can sell it and make a profit, why is that bad? Why are none of the left America first? They're America last.
Remember when Biden gave up all the oil that we had?
That's the main oil that China has right now.
And we could have... And Trump literally was on the TV and was like, we could have made so much money. The United States could have made so much money.
Yeah.
And he just gave it away.
He had to pay for Hunter. That was Hunter's deal.
Yeah, and we all know China and Hunter. They have the Bidens and China have a very good business.
And Ukraine.
Yeah, and Ukraine.
Which you never hear about anymore.
No, but I do see people still have their Ukraine. I'm with Ukraine.
Well, I hear that Russia gave kind of a final gauntlet, like you got one more chance, Ukraine, and then we're going to do something big. There is talk and chatter that they could detonate something that's on par with a nuclear strike.
Yeah.
On Ukraine, which I don't think will happen because Trump won't stand for that either. Like I said, he has to work with Putin, but they're not buddies. Even though I think, because I've read so much about Putin as far as his here, he hates that children are abused too. Mm-hmm. He is an anti-traffic person. I think that's one of the reasons why he doesn't like Ukraine as much as he does, and why he doesn't like what's going on there. Because it's been known to be a trafficking hub for a long ass time.
I think that's just funny because Russians are really good at
I'm not saying Putin's a good guy at all, but
no. Yeah. I just think it's funny that a Russian president, if you have the opinion where he's against trafficking, I feel like Russia has a lot to do with trafficking too.
They don't.
They don't.
He actually put it in place to where he didn't even want his soldiers if he found anybody was raping or anything, he was going to chemically castrate them.
I don't mean his military. I mean
they chemically castrate pedophiles in Russia.
Good, wonderful. That's great news.
It's like for whatever reason, that's the line in the sand for Putin is kids trafficking and pedophilia. Good on him. He's terrible with the rest of his country, but that's something that he's and so
compared to here.
Because this country lives on it.
Yeah, they're probation served. You're free to go.
Because they want to make sure, there's still, how many kids? I mean, thankfully, like we said, in the year end, 130 kids have been found, but there's still
plenty.
About that many. And then the border, like you said, where you can just pick up kids, and then there's got the rape trees along the border where they just take care of business and then leave the remains there. And
nobody cares.
And ICE is a big part of fighting trafficking. So if you want to get rid of ICE, you're getting rid of all of it. So you're letting legals stay here, criminals stay here, and that's what you're fighting. So the left, really is America last.
Of course.
So I can't listen to or respect anything a liberal says because they don't care about life because they want to abort all the babies, and then they want to transition them, so they want to screw them up and put them on big pharma for life. And then they don't care about America. They don't care if they get trafficked. They don't want us to succeed. They don't want us to be profitable. They don't want capitalism, so they want socialism and communism. And
which, have fun. New York is facing it right now. It's little by little, it's happening. And so I wish you the best of luck.
I'm interested to see what happens with this daycare thing, though. Because you hear that?
If we even hear about it, I really would like to.
He's pushing for that, where he's trying to get daycare free, I think, for anyone. But that has to go through the governor because he can only do so much. But yeah, with this, but I wanted to like touch because it's the story of the day, so we stick to current events.
I'm tired of hearing about it, to be honest.
Well, like I
just
said,
social media algorithm. Everyone's talking about it. I love the pushback. That people are like, "You're a mom. What the fuck are you doing out there protesting?" Which again,
that could be why she didn't have her other 2 kids.
Yeah, what the fuck were you doing with your kids that the kids were taken away?
I don't know.
So
well, according to the algorithm, that's not true because there was no paperwork filed.
That's not true that she's not gay. Meanwhile, the wife is, it'll.
And the ex is like,
hear like 6 different stories.
And the ex-husband's like, "Oh, she's a really." Of course, this is when someone dies, they're a saint. Like, she's a really great person and a great mom to her kid and great pillar of the community. And the picture they showed was like, what, 20 years ago when she's got this short hair and she looks normal before she got liberalized and she got the kit in the mail with the nose ring and everything.
Yeah. When I saw their pictures, I was like, oh my God. I rolled my eyes instantly. And this is what I said. God forgive me for saying this. They look like the lesbians you watch out for when you're in the gay community.
Oh.
They're the lesbians you stay away from when you're at the clubs, the bars, or any type of community event. You see women that look like this, and you're like, stay the fuck away from people like that.
Okay.
That is the most important message I wanted to say because that was my first impression when I saw their photos.
Wow.
And I'm not talking about a photo with what happened. I'm talking about like a regular photo.
Yeah.
And that says a lot. Okay? For that to be my first thought, that says a lot. And I just...
Now, you don't have to be too sad because I'm sure the GoFundMe's are through the roof. And
oh, sweet baby Jesus.
So there's they'll be fine. And now it probably even radicalized the widow. Is that still considered a widow?
I have no idea. I had no idea she was even married, like gay.
They'll probably radicalize her even more.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Why is it not all over the news? This lesbian wife is now dead because everyone's fatigued. No one wants to fucking hear it.
Well, they can't. To the left, they can't admit that anyone that does wrong is in the alphabet mafia, because then it apparently does some sort of like anytime like let's say there's a shooter somewhere, they're like, oh look, he wasn't gay or trans or whatever, haha. It's like, but he still shot. But even then, it's like, but he still shot and killed people. That's okay. He wasn't gay.
I know.
It's like
I got my hair cut and I was like, fuck, I should have left my hair long. When I saw their photo, I was like, motherfucker. It's not funny, but it is. I'm so tired of this bullshit. Yeah. This stereotypical, and I'm dead serious. You look at their photos, you're like, those are the women you stay away from. Okay? Because there's something fucked up about them, and you see it in their eyes.
Well, you saw it in her eyes when she sat in that car. She was just like demon. It was like a demon.
You see horror movies? That's the look you're looking for. Okay, I'm like, that's the bad guy.
Where's Ed and Lorraine Warren? Because there's something. There is something in this woman. Like serious. It's like.
Yeah.
The Nun? Is that
it
you?
Was scary. It was
Is that
scary.
phallic?
Yeah.
And the smirk she gave, and it's like.
Yeah, it's psychotic. It's really fucking.
And then
crazy.
You run right into the guy. Like I said, I still will always say the dude didn't have to shoot her in the face. It just, I just. There's other ways to handle it, in my opinion. Because
I don't even know how that happened.
He wasn't in mortal danger. He just wasn't. The car was in a
standstill. But he was pushed back.
He was pushed back, but then the car had turned. Because the guy was on the side and he kind of...
I don't even know who shot it.
I think it was the guy that was right in front on the side.
Like telling her to get out?
Well, you see that angle where the car starts to turn? Like, and the body camera goes back, and then you look and there's a guy up front. Because the first shot, I think, goes through the front of the inside of the windshield.
Yeah.
And then the 2 shots go to the side.
Yeah. See how the news reported it was 1 shot, and now I hear 3.
And it's like,
so
and it's,
I don't know what
and it's like, again, you're in a neighborhood and there's people and kids around. Why are you shooting off your firearm onto a van? She didn't have a weapon on her. I know you could consider a van a weapon, but dude, I know they're not getting training. They're getting the vest, and they're just being thrown out there.
This is okay. Let's say they're not getting their training or whatnot, but all this shit that goes on and all these riled up feelings and aggression and stuff. Your immediate reaction, your fight or flight is boom, 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 because
Call of Duty.
Yeah, because this is the society we live in. It's always on edge. I have to kill. The protesters, violence. They're protesting for is it for ICE? Where they're like, because someone died, now we need to kill a politician. We need, what's her name? The one that is on the commercials. If you're an illegal alien, this is your airstrip. Go home and we'll give you $1,000. I forgot her name, but she's like a Barbie. But yeah, I don't, violence with violence. The only time I'm going to say, do onto this person what they did to their victim is CP, child predators. Do it 10 times full, because that's disgusting.
Yeah, even here right before we finish, I'm on X right now. They're still going back and forth. The paid accounts are still posting every 20 minutes.
Yeah,
to let you know how riled up and horrible you're supposed to feel, and they will not let this go because they see the reaction and the anger that's coming, and they're stoking that fire.
Oh, so they're telling you how you should feel?
Yeah, they always
absolutely
do.
not.
I
will feel the way
like
I
I said, there was one
feel.
of them that was like, why aren't people on the streets protest before the protesters showed up? Like they wanted it immediately. They wanted riots in the streets.
Yeah. Why?
Because they need new iPhones.
I forget. I always forget the money and their new stuff they want. Oh my god, it's so sick. So sick. But maybe if these people actually got some sun, because that's the other thing. These ladies look like they never saw a day of sunlight. So maybe if you go outside, get some sun and touch grass, this wouldn't happen. And maybe do a little, read a book instead of going to what classes they went to learn this stuff.
I don't even know what the classes were.
So
I hate America. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where those classes are. The only class I'm looking for is how to learn another language.
It was a class at the school where the kid goes.
Oh my god. So anyways, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and let all your feelings out in the comments. I'm sure we're going to have plenty. Or not.
And it's okay to disagree. Let us know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And if you feel like I feel, let me know. I'd be curious to see if anyone's just tired of all this. So, anyways, go outside, get some sun, and touch grass. Okay, bye!